In a small, coastal town, where the salty air fills the lungs and the sound of the waves is constant, we find our hero, Jack. He's a young man in his early 20s, with a strong jawline and piercing blue eyes that seem to hold 1,000 secrets. Jack lives with his father, a kind-hearted fisherman who owns a small boat. In a cozy little house by the sea, Jack's mother passed away when he was just a teenager. And since then, he's been struggling to find his place in the world. His father, though well-intentioned, has been trying to fill the void left by his mother's passing. But it's clear that Jack is torn between his love for his father and his desire for independence, as we see Jack helping his father on the boat. We notice the tension between them. Jack's father wants him to take over the family business. But Jack has other plans. He dreams of becoming a musician, of traveling the world and playing his guitar on stages filled with people who appreciate his art. One day, Jack's father sits him down and tells him that he's decided to give him his inheritance. A small sum of money that he's been saving up for years. Jack is torn, but the temptation of the money is too great, and he decides to take it, leaving his father in the small town behind. As Jack travels to the city, we see the excitement in his eyes. He's finally free to pursue his dreams, to play his music and make a name for himself. But, as the days turn into weeks, and the weeks turn into months, Jack's money starts to run out. He's forced to take on small gigs, playing on street corners and in bars, just to make ends meet. Despite his struggles, Jack's passion for music never fades. He meets new people, makes new friends, and even falls in love with a beautiful young woman named Sarah. But, as the months go by, Jack's desire for fame and fortune starts to consume him. He begins to compromise his values, playing music that he doesn't believe in, just to make a quick buck. As Jack's star starts to rise, he becomes more and more disconnected from his roots. He forgets about his father, his hometown, and the values that his mother taught him. He becomes arrogant, selfish, and entitled, believing that he's above the law and that the world revolves around him. But, as the saying goes, pride comes before a fall. Jack's world starts to crumble when he's involved in a scandal, and his reputation is tarnished. He loses everything: his fame, his fortune, and even Sarah, the love of his life. With nowhere to go, and no one to turn to, Jack is forced to return to his hometown, to the father he abandoned, and to the life he left behind. As he walks up the path to his father's house, he's met with a mixture of emotions. His father is angry, hurt, and disappointed, but he's also relieved to see his son, to know that he's safe. As Jack and his father sit down to talk, the tension between them is palpable. Jack's father tells him that he's sorry, that he was wrong to give him the inheritance, that he should have been more involved in his life. Jack breaks down, apologizing for his mistakes, for his arrogance, and for his selfishness. In a powerful moment of redemption, Jack's father forgives him, not because he deserves it, but because he loves him. He takes Jack in, gives him a second chance, and helps him to rebuild his life. As Jack reflects on his journey, he realizes that he was blind to the love and support that was always available to him. He learns that true wealth is not measured by fame, fortune, or material possessions, but by the relationships we build, the love we share, and the values we uphold. The story of the prodigal son is a reminder that we all make mistakes, that we all stumble and fall. But it's also a reminder that we all have the capacity for redemption, that we can always come home, and that love and forgiveness are always available to us. No matter what we've done, as the sun sets over the small coastal town. Jack and his father sit on the beach, watching the waves, and knowing that they've been given a second chance. A chance to rebuild their relationship, and to start anew.